Well, good evening, welcome back to Rangers Radio. A bitterly disappointed Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel as the one and only Bridgeman and Fox, but I take it the phone lines will be hot. So quickly, Bridge, how are you, mate?
I'm all right. Considering that dreadful performance by our team tonight, I'm okay.
Yes. Fox, I thought we started the game okay. No, fantastic. No, Barcelona, but we started the game okay. Got the goal, which was a finish by Jermaine Defoe after a stramash, shall we say. Tav should maybe have scored. Kent should maybe have scored. After a good save for their keeper for a deflected shot for Andy Halliday. Got the goal. Very, very comfortable. Goals change games. Big Worrell, criminal. I don't know what you're thinking, Fox.
Can't say much different for how you described it there, mate. Comfortable first 20 minutes, I thought. We were creating chances. And then the whole world fell down, mate. A terrible mistake by Worrell and Nick Singbit's one each. Shocking mistake. And I said the other night I questioned about changing tactics halfway through the season, guys. And I think we've seen the outcome of that tonight. We changed our system to fit in two players, and I don't think it worked for us. I thought we lost the battle. I thought that the Kilmarnock manager manoeuvred these troops a bit better than we did. They eventually took care of the midfield, won every second ball, and went on to beat us.
Yep, man, I would struggle to argue that, but I'm interested to hear other people's thoughts. We've been joined by a caller on the phone. Evening, caller.
Hi, how you doing, guys? It's Ronnie again.
Ronnie, how we doing, mate? Yeah,
he's your thoughts, mate? Absolutely peeved off because I don't know where to start with this because I'm just a supporter, but I know the way Kilmarnock play. They play with 6 across the back and 2 up front playing a high press. And they do every time against every team. And yet we come out and we try and play for the back. And then we end up, we can't play for the back. And we play high balls and then we miss out the midfield. And then there's no change to it. And then you get all these pictures of Gerrard sitting back with his hands in his pockets in the back of his seat. You know, I'm gobsmacked, you know, and when it was obvious Defoe wasn't he? Defoe and fair play Morelos as well. The two of them weren't getting the ball. They weren't getting the ball because we can't blame them. We can't blame any of the forward players because they weren't getting the ball. Because it was stopping every time in the defence. For defence, the midfield was nothing. The whole 90 minutes.
We'll be joined by GFK. Evening, GFK.
How you doing, guys?
Tip top, mate. Tip top. Manager's going to take some of the responsibility in the night, Jim.
Aye, you know, it just showed there that, I mean, he brought in, obviously, Stephen Davis and Jermaine Defoe to try and boost us and that, but I think it was proved tonight that we were too narrow tonight, guys. There was nothing out in the wings tonight. And I was a big fan of trying to play 2 up front, but it wasn't there. But Ronnie said was right, you know, and we didn't combat that. We were very, very narrow the whole game. And I know Worrell made that ultimate mistake that we all know that he does always make now, because you know I'm not a big fan of his, but we had nothing, you know, and then the managers tried to change it. By putting Ryan Kent out and bringing Daniel Candace to try and to open the game up a bit and then bring Big Laugh on, but that was poor. The first 20 minutes I thought, we are up for this, and then Worrell just, whatever it was.
Excuse me for interrupting, guys, but I think even that was very late on. That was after 70 minutes. He didn't bring on Candace after 70 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, Ronnie. That's what I'm saying. I mean, we should have went before that, mate. I think we were all sitting watching it, and I was like yourself probably, Ronnie, a fan of playing the two up front, but I think the night showed we were too narrow, and we needed the to spread the game a bit better, bit more, and have the two wingers, because that was diabolical. That was sore to watch tonight, because there was nothing there coming in. Alfredo looked lost. You know, I know. You know,
still our best player, JFK.
No. I know. I'm no decrying Fred, because I love him.
I've got to totally agree with you. They had nothing in the middle, but neither did we, because they pushed us up front. They played the game where they played 6 across the back.
Yep.
Nothing in the middle, and 2 or 3 up front, pushing us. So we had to then, our defenders then had to resort to long balls, missing out our midfield. And that's why the whole game went.
Midfield defence.
Brophy or whoever pushed our defender, and our defender played the ball up. Their 6 at the back collected it, and we never won 1 second ball.
Right. You know, it hurts me to say, but Chris Burke had a fantastic game. So did the guy Dicker and the boy Power as well. You know, but I think we can all just sit here tonight and moan about it, and we're not going to do that, but I think it proved tonight. I mean, Fox was saying there a couple of nights now, you know, why change it? And Fox was right. We shouldn't have changed it.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't have changed it.
We've had, sorry to interrupt again, we've had a shape all season. We've had a shape all season. And it's been Morelos running the riot up front and holding the ball up for Arfield and Jack and whoever to run onto it. And all of a sudden we're playing a whole new system. In a game we've got to win.
Yep.
And it worried me. It worried me more than the plastic pitch did. You know, I was glad I didn't get logged on to William Hull to get my bet on, because I was too busy on here talking.
Nice one, Ronnie. Can I just come in there, Oxford?
On you go, mate, of course.
I think we watched tonight. We saw our team struggling a wee bit, you know, initially to get a grip of what we were doing and how we're going to do it, and we got a good goal. The guy sniffed out a goal after a melee, just as Foxy says. Lots of chances, lots of shots raining in. Goalkeeper made a couple of nice saves, but eventually we got the goal. And you know, when you're top of the league, or up there next to the top of the league, and you go 1 up in a game, the very, very last thing that should ever happen to you is that you lose that goal. You should never, ever, ever allow yourself to lose a goal. Seriously. Or it's got to be a wonder goal, you know.
I don't mind losing goals, mate. I don't mind losing goals. Everybody loses goals, right?
Yeah. But not the manner we did. Exactly. We, instead of being tight, instead of watching what we're doing, what did we do? This guy, not just once, by the way. Once he blundered and they scored, but they could maybe even have sneaked in and got another couple, because that guy was very nervous, that boy Worrell, after that. And then, of course, that left us with 2 centre halves, and both of them were a bag of nerves whenever any of their centre forwards came near them.
I've got to agree, guys. See, the night wasn't about the goals or how the teams played. The night was about tactics. And Gerrard got absolutely raped tonight.
Yep.
He got absolutely raped. And
after the first 20 minutes, Ronnie.
This is what Clark's been doing the whole last 2 years since he came up here. He's been absolutely mugging every manager within the SPL, including Brendan Rodgers. You know, as the tactics, because he's doing that with absolute players for the bottom level, no, to mid level, and he's doing it easy. That's the way I see it. He's doing it easy.
We should have decided after we scored that goal to step back 5 yards, 10 yards, let their back 4 or whatever it is that we're playing get the ball, because we weren't getting it off them, and we were very happy. We were a goal up. Don't give anything away. We gave everything away tonight. Everything.
But Bridge, if you saw that after we scored, what Ronnie said there, and I think we could all see that, Steve Clark changed the game. He changed his team formation, and that just narrowed us. We were narrow the whole game. We were narrow, as Ronnie said there, to the 70th minute. We were narrow. We had no width. We had nothing. Alfredo and Defoe were trying their best but they were getting nothing.
That's
until
what-
the 70th minute, and then
that's what I'm trying to say, Jimmy. When you're not getting anything like that, you're with two forwards, and we're still putting them up on top of their defenders, and it ain't getting us nothing.
I know that.
Come off 10 yards and start winning the ball there.
But what I'm saying, Bridge, the goal was a good goal. It was well worked. Everybody was getting into the box to try and get the ball in the net. But I think even at that time, where I'm watching the TV anyway, I'm seeing the same as everybody else, that we don't have any width there, and it's the Rangers way. We need two wingers, and I'm sorry, I'm eating humble pie here. Defoe and Morelos for me doesn't work.
It's not going to work. I'm
You're
totally,
right. I'm
I worried about that before as well. And what worries me more is it's not the way the team played or anything. What worries me more is when you see a manager sitting back in the seat in the dugout with his head back and his hands in his pockets. And I've seen him a few times doing this season, where he's sitting back with his hands in his pockets.
If people want to join us,
all right, I know people will say that you might be reflecting and looking and thinking and whatever, but a manager should never be sitting back in the dugout with his head back on the back of the glass, with his hands in his pocket, as if to say, what the F do I do here? Or I don't know what to do. A manager should be standing up. A manager should be standing up, facing it out.
But the trouble is with Stevie G, he can't believe that players can be so bad because of the kind of player he was.
Well, that backs up my point about. No, you're just totally exactly the same. He can't believe what he's saying, so he's sitting back, with his hands in his pockets, in the dugout, head in the back of the fucking perspex, and can't believe what he's saying.
Yeah, absolutely. But we need to go on.
I don't get that, because he should be standing up facing out. That is the team in the park. Right or wrong, whether they're doing right or wrong is no the issue. Whether the fans like it or no is no the issue. That is his team.
Anyway, we'll be joined by another caller. Ronnie, how are we doing, caller?
You alright? How you doing?
Who's this?
It's Sasa.
Sasa.
How you doing, Sasa? Alright?
Sasa.
Yeah. I'm not bad. I'm not happy after that fucking performance today.
What's your language, Sasa?
Language for a night, pal.
Sorry. I'm just a bit upset,
Oh, we all are. We all.
And we don't understand, bad words. I mean, it was a poor performance. We started okay, got the goal, and after that, we just got worse, mate.
Well, let's be honest, right? See that performance in the 29th? That has papered over at a lot of cracks. That performance in the 29th, that was totally out of character for a squad. We've been struggling to put people away, like teams away, all season. And that performance papered over a lot of cracks. And these 2 weeks over this winter break, we've been like, oh, we're going to win the league. But then as soon as push comes to shove, we're struggling. We go to Kilmarnock, we've struggled against Kilmarnock. How many times? We've not beat them since we won the league here in 2011. Do you know what I mean? We go there, we get the goal, and then Worrell makes a terrible mistake, and we just crumble. We just melt like a hot Mars bar in the sun, and it's just not acceptable. We can forget about any title challenge this year. We can forget about it. I trust in Stevie G. Stevie G is the man to lead us. He will stop 10 in a row, but this season, no this season.
No,
maybe next year.
Halves, Sasa. No with those centre halves, I'm sorry to say.
Definitely not. No. With Worrell at the back, no. Tonight, I would have played Macaulay and Katic at the back.
Yep.
Katic, for me, in that friendly against Helsinki, he played well. He had a goal-scoring threat for set pieces, which we never had tonight. I would have played Katic at the back with Macaulay, but
I think that's a great point you make, mate. I mean, that's one victory in 4, back to back against Hibs, 2 draws. And then obviously the Old Firm game, with no scoring goals. But I think that when you see that, you can understand maybe why he's trying to change the formation to try and win the game. But when it's not working, you've got to react quicker than that. That was the disappointing thing for me, apart from losing the second goal. Bad play.
That's what I'm saying though. See, even in the Old Firm game, I was in there. I was up the club deck that day, and I was so disappointed. See, we should have been 3-0 up at half time, And we were going into the second half, and then I was sitting next to my dad. I was like, these bastards are going to fucking equalise, man. Like, I was worried all the time. Honestly, my heart was in my mouth. I was like, they are going, no name, they are going to get a last minute equaliser, and it would have been a massive kick in the, you know what.
Sasa, what's your language? What's your language? Boys, how we doing, boys?
I'm fantastic. I'm melting like a Mars bar in the hot sun.
It's a good scene, isn't it?
I'm just taking a note of that one.
I use that.
At least the night's not been a total disappointment, boss.
A Mars bar. Genius. I mean, yeah, that was.
It's Burns night and Friday. That'll get done.
Well, a hot Mars bar in the Haggis. That was stinking. That was, I mean...
Wasn't even that good, boys. I mean, let's be really honest about it. After we get the goal, Morelos hits the post. The second half, their goalie, he'd one wee catch for...
He'd nothing to do.
Nothing really to do, you know.
I heard people, like Jimmy, having a go at Worrell, and I thought, no, we need to stick with this. But when you see that tonight, you think, what planet did he think he was on? Where did he think he was going to go? And what you should be told, son, this is not the City ground. This is, you're playing for Rangers. And these teams are up 20% on where they would usually play. And you cannot behave like that. And Eamon Brophy, not even an average player, let's be honest about it. I mean, he's that good that Celtic aren't even interested in this boy, despite, I'm sure, his upbringing suits their mentality. So I would think that to get done by a guy like that, and Joe Worrell's, played at the highest level he can for England at the moment, and he does that.
The worst of it is, Brophy done him all night.
He did. But the thing is, I think we need to look at that and say, well, Joe Worrell was just a bomb scare from when that happened. And then the only professional... Sorry
to interrupt you there. Sorry. I was going to say, but the
Can I finish?
Sorry. On you go.
On you go, boys.
The only professional man I thought for Rangers tonight was Jordan Jones.
I actually thought, believe it or not, I actually thought Morelos had a good game. In a different role. Anything that was going to happen came to him. We'll be joined by George Logan. Evening, George.
How you doing, boys? You all right?
George.
No.
Anybody that thought we were going to run out of the top of them tonight is in cuckoo land. Like the boy was saying there, we've not beat them since 2011. I expected a better performance than what we got tonight. But, I mean, I didn't ever think we were going to run out of the top of them. It's one game. That's when I can't wait if somebody would say there, we've not beat Hibs and things like that. But it's one game. We had everybody, they were all world beaters. Everybody probably on the call right now was saying we had world beaters and the best manager, and he's going to Liverpool, he's doing this, he's doing the next time. No, he's sitting with his hands. It's one game. We need to be realistic about it. And it was on that park, and think let's give the guys a wee bit of leeway, because after the 29s, every single person was saying they're world beaters. We've got to do this. We've got to do the next time. 55's coming. New after one game. We want the centre half sacked. We want the goalkeeper. We want this one. But we want the manager sent back away and all that carry on. Let's be realistic about it, guys. It's one game. Well, but
let's be honest, we've been saying that all season about the centre backs like Joe Worrell. We've been saying that about him all season.
Wait a minute. There's quite a few on the call. And you come, Sasa. Ronnie, wait, and I'll bring you in. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Worrell's been getting slated all season, and then he had a good performance against Celtic, and everyone's like, "Oh, Worrell's this, Worrell's that." No, he's no. He's not. He's nothing. He's been terrible all season. He should be getting dropped for Katic, who is one of our own players who we can develop and bring on. Do you know what I mean? We're playing this guy for Nottingham Forest who's clearly no good enough. We should be playing our own player at centre-back who we can bring on and develop, who proved at the start of the season he can be a player for us. We just need to get his confidence back up, and he can be there next to Goldson, next to McCauley, and he can be our centre-back. No, this Worrell. Worrell needs to go back ASAP. I get him back before the end of January, to be honest.
George, you want to come back in, mate? I know you rose the point, then we'll go to Ronnie.
I'm just saying about the boy's 19. I'm not making excuses for him, but he was a world beater after the 29th, and everybody was saying what a performance and all that carry on. And our own centre half who was playing alongside him, and I never showed himself in glory as well for me. Ox. I mean, he showed exactly what he was. He was backing off, let the boy put the ball through, past him to score the goal. So I don't think.
Well, Big McCauley never had a good game neither, mate. We've got
Big
to be
McCauley
honest,
was terrible as well. So there's no point in turning on a 19-year-old lad when Big McCauley. They backed half. The boy took the shot, and the shot eventually went through his legs to go through McGregor to go into the back. Would
you accept? But goals change games, and it was a howler for Worrell that got them back into the game.
Absolutely terrible, Ox. Absolutely terrible. But I mean, I keep on saying I'm not going to. I'm one of these guys. I'm not just going to come on and just say, "Oh, that's it, one game." I thought they played excellent in the 29th, and I say that let's get up to
that's the point that Sasa's making, mate. And it's hard to. I mean, you can make stats mean anything. We've won one league game in 4. Anybody? That's the point.
Aye. Well, I would like to come back on the Worrell situation, right? Worrell, I spoke about this before, weeks ago in here, when I've said, I'm still against it. I don't think, he's turned around and said that Katic is a project, and he's only a young boy, and he's here there and what have you. Worrell is the same age as him. So why should we be putting a guy through that doesn't belong to us through an apprenticeship?
Exactly.
You know? Right, and I don't get that. There's something else there what I don't see, because in the first half a dozen games
small print and loan contracts.
But even at that, the first half a dozen games Katic played for us, he came on to a right game and he got better and he got better and he got better and he got better, and when he got dropped, it was at the top of his game, and we were all raving about him. When he got
Villarreal away is when he got dropped, and that's when he started going downhill. He got dropped
at the time when we were all raving about him, saying he was excellent. No, he wasn't excellent, but he was looking the part.
I'm going
to go to my 2 centre-half experts, then we'll go to Boswell. Bridgeman?
Can I just say that based on tonight's performance there, Goldson, if he's still injured, we've got a problem there. Either the manager can manage to turn the Worrell and McCauley round after tonight's dismal display, or we need to do something else. But we don't appear to have. We might have Katic, but if he doesn't trust Katic, I don't know what he's going to do. So I'd like to see. I'd like to find out what the manager's going to do. Is he going to go and get another centre half?
You know, I was talking to a guy in the work
Ronnie.
Aye, sorry, buddy.
Right.
I was talking to a guy in the work today.
Ronnie, in you come, Fox.
Right, sorry, buddy.
I don't think the centre-halves are that bad, mate. It's a case of our tactics again. If you're wanting to play out for the back, you need to have boys that can control the ball and pass the ball. We played a diamond tonight, and there was very seldom that Ryan Jack came and took the balls off the centre-halves, mate. So Kilmarnock sat deep, forced us into a long pass, and we never won a ball all night. I think the manager needs to change it. Even Alan McGregor, great goalkeeper that he is, his distribution is poor. So we can't play out for the back. I don't know why we keep doing it, because it's always a mistake waiting to happen. And until he does that, changes the tactics where McGregor either goes long with the ball or somebody in the midfield comes to take the ball out of defence. We'll keep getting caught out like this in the future.
All right. In you come, Ronnie. What was the point you were going to make?
My point was about Worrell.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to, during the Tenerife stint they had, the papers had an interview with him, and he turned around and says, I'm a confidence player. I need a run of games. And as soon as he said that, That rung alarm bells with me. I'm thinking, oh, he's going to come back after this stint. All right, he's had a good game against Celtic, but when he comes back after this, we're back to square one again. And it turns out we are. We're back to square one. And it's no more than the boy admitted it. The boy admitted it in his comments to the journalist during the Tenerife. He says, I need to run a games. I'm a confidence player.
Can I come in there, Oxia?
On you go, JFK, then we'll go to Boswell.
You know my feelings on Worrell, but I think I've been a wee bit harsh here, Ronnie. You know, but we just can't put all the blame on Worrell tonight. You know, I mean, I'm not his biggest fan, and I've said that on here many a time, but as Fox said there earlier, I mean, the team is, I mean, the distribution of the ball tonight was poor for McGregor onwards. And I keep saying we were too narrow, the gaffer didn't get it right, and as George said, I know, it will come, you know, and...
sorry to interrupt you, but I phoned in, and my initial comment when I phoned in was, the tactics beat us tonight.
Aye, I know that, Ronnie, but I mean...
You know, and it wasn't about Worrell. My call was about Worrell. I'm just responding to what people have said previously. And Worrell already warned us that he's not somebody...
Right, I can take that on board.
Can run onto a game. He needs to be playing a run of games.
I can take that on board, but he has played a few good games for us.
But he needs a run of games to be in the format, and he admitted that when he
said one good game for him. One good game for him.
Right, well, if we're going to have a debate about it, man, let somebody have their say, and then you can come in, Ronnie.
No, that wasn't me there. That wasn't me there. That's somebody else.
Well, no, but
that was me, Sasa.
I'm coming in and I'm speaking after I've let you speak. So if you let me speak, and I'll give my piece. If you don't agree with it, fine. But don't speak here at the top of me. Right?
On you go, JFK. Then we're going to go to our next caller.
The fact of the matter is that you're stated here about Worrell, and as Ox here and all the guys on here know that I'm not the greatest fan of Worrell, but he made a bad mistake tonight, and fair dues, that happened. But as a whole, the team didn't perform well, right? The manager maybe made a boo-boo. We tried to put too much emphasis on Fred and Defoe tonight, and it didn't work for us. We were too tight in the middle. We were too narrow. So, I mean, to say about Worrell needs so many games, that he's had a few good games for us in Europe and in the league. So we can't just blame it on Worrell tonight, and we can't just have a knee-jerk reaction about we need to get rid of this guy, we need to get this. We're Rangers, and we need to go forward for this.
Anyway,
it's one game.
We've been joined by Travel Rug. Evening, Travel Rug. How are we doing, mate?
Hi, good evening. Ox, I've just come on to congratulate you I congratulate you because what a job you're doing tonight, eh? That's all I've got to say.
Thanks for the call then, Travel.
No bother.
If you don't mind getting yourself on mute, we'll hear from your manager. And here's your manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
It was 90 minutes. Yeah, with disappointments right now. Obviously that hurts. I mean, you know, to start a game so well and look completely in control, and to be knocking it around and looking really good, and to take the lead and continue to create chances. We look so comfortable, but then obviously we gift them a big moment in the match, gift them a chance to get back in the game, and I just thought all the momentum swung in Kilmarnock's favour from then on, certainly till half time, and then the second half performance weren't good enough.
Simply a case then that the goals changed the game and taken away from you?
The gifts changed the game. We gifted Kilmarnock. There was two big moments against us tonight, and they were from our doing. I don't think at any point Kilmarnock were worrying us in terms of open play. They weren't cutting us open. They weren't creating nothing. They were just sitting in there waiting for that counter attack, and obviously we gift them a goal for the first one. And then we play a square ball second half, and you leave yourself wide open to counter attacks if you play square ball, certainly on a difficult surface. So we've got ourselves to blame for this defeat. You know, we're on the back of a lot of praise from 3 weeks ago from our performance. You know, all over the pitch, everyone's had praise, and rightly so. But tonight, there wasn't many out there that have done themselves justice.
I know it might be hard to do so just now, but that opening period was so good. Can you take the positives from that going to Sunday?
Listen, any game we always try and take the positives. Obviously that's very difficult right now on the back of a defeat. But you know, as a manager and a coach, sometimes if the opposition are better than you, or they cut you open with wonderful play, or their tactics are superior, you can accept it from time to time and hold your hand up. But to gift the team like we did today on 2 occasions, it's bitterly disappointing.
Will that then be the message going into Sunday, to cut out the individual mistakes?
It was the message before the game. It was the message we gave loud and clear. No square passes on this pitch. And obviously, you know, that's very uncharacteristic from Joe to do that. But I think that moment had a huge effect on everyone across the pitch, and it also had an effect on the atmosphere in the stands, because before that, it only looked like there was one team out there.
And is it a job now for yourself and the senior professionals to lift the players ahead of Sunday?
Yeah, of course, that's our job. It's very painful at the moment, and we have to accept the criticism that'll come our way, and we have to react. We need a reaction on Sunday. It'll be another difficult game on a difficult pitch. The lesson from tonight is, if you start a game so well and get yourself in front, stay in front and don't give the opposition chances to get back into it.
Boswell's been waiting patiently to come in. He's very honest in his how he sees the match, mate. I think he's right. I mean, the big moment for me was the Worrell mistake. The whole momentum turned, and we went flat after that.
Both Kilmarnock goals were goals that we gifted. He's right. They were both gifts. We were the architects of our own downfall. That game was there for us to be won tonight, and that first 20 minutes, we were playing good football, and it was a good base to build from. But when you make what I would call elementary mistakes like that, and you've got that guy Brophy, you know, decent player. He's not going to be an international in my opinion, but he's a decent player at Kilmarnock's level, and he embarrassed our defenders tonight, both of them, and I just think it's unacceptable, and I think the gaffer's absolutely right. But the other thing that I'm really disappointed hugely about is we couldn't manage the game when we were in control. As Bridge is saying earlier, what we do is Kilmarnock want the ball, drop off 10, 5 yards, let them have the ball, and you just bed yourself in. We're 1 up. We don't need to go mad. We could win the game 1-0 at this, because, as he was saying there, Kilmarnock at no point in that 20 minutes or even after it, never at any point looked as if they were going to over footballers and passes to death and play. It was all, the game was played in the air mostly tonight, but we had poor game management in that point. We couldn't even see out a draw, and that to me is shocking, because we couldn't get our creative players on the ball because there was no space for them to play.
Yeah.
Well said, Boswell. Well
Yeah,
said.
well
That's
said,
exactly
mate.
what it
Well
is.
said.
Exactly.
I'll be joined by another caller. Evening caller. Oh, it's Matt, yeah.
How you doing, guys? Using new technology, so I'm trying to kind of get a grips with us.
Is that you, Almac?
Yeah, how you doing, guys? All right?
Cool.
Can you hear me okay, aye?
Aye, we can hear you, mate.
Cool.
Thanks for the call
one of the
tonight.
lot, Almac.
Oh, listen, totally gutted, man. No doubt everyone else is. That's just, I wasn't expecting that tonight, I'll be honest. I knew they'd give us a tough game, but we should have just, that's a bad, especially after that Old Firm victory, to come back at the start of the second part of the season, for us to happen is just an absolute nightmare. I know people saying it's only one game, but that's a big blow tonight, especially with our teams winning. With Aberdeen winning, obviously the other mob winning. That, you know, it just puts in a downer right away. So, in a big tough game on Sunday, Livingston as well. That ain't going to be easy, I know. Another artificial pitch.
Oh,
so it's got to help.
Sorry to interrupt. I'd just like to say something here. I want to bar all talk of the 29th. It's finished. It's over. We were all right. We should have won 4 or 5. We didn't. Let's move on. We can see what happens when we talk about that and we overemphasise on what happened back in the 29th. It's finished now. Kilmarnock was a shocker tonight. I've said enough about it.
And Boswell.
Yes.
One other thing that should be banned: people criticising Jordan Jones. That boy showed tonight why.
Yes, I said that.
And signed him.
Yes,
a lot of people have been disappointed that we've signed him, and they can't see why we've went and done it. We've got this, we've got that. That boy's a match winner tonight.
He was.
That player.
Well, I said that, Travel Rug. He was the only professional Rangers player on the pitch tonight. He was different class.
He was a quality player. And
Sorry, I'll interrupt no more. My apologies.
On you go, Mike. I mean, we started the game well enough, got the goal. We were playing.
That's the thing. Up until we lost, up until that mistake, we were actually in control. And Morelos put that ball in the net. That second one, you're in cruise control. So
I think Morelos was unlucky with that. He did, if I'm being honest. It was a good effort, yeah.
It's a good effort, but again, if I went to 2-0 at that point, we're strolling it. We're definitely strolling that game. The only, like, a laugh. Well, it wasn't a laugh but at the time, but I'm thinking, I had a ticket for the game, and I get delayed at work. So by the time I was actually going to get there, it was getting towards half time.
Right.
Curbed dial wheels, went in the huff, and just drove up the road. I thought, I'm not even going to get in the game. And I'm just like, when I get home, I just thought, Christ, someone's looking out for me tonight, because I was desperate to go and see that game as well. And when I was just watching that second half, I thought, you know what, Kilmarnock with a better team. It can't even turn and see we were unlucky. They were the better team in that second half.
We never made their goal and make enough saves in the second half. We never made enough chances.
Was he tested? Yeah, exactly. It looked as if, and that we've done that quite a few times this season. You could play all night and you're thinking, are we actually going to get a goal here? There's a couple of games you could go back to throughout the season, especially like the Aberdeen game, I'm thinking, at the semi-final, the away game against Livingston. There's certain games we think.
The D game
as well. Yeah. You could say you could play all night and you're never going to score. That's a worry, but because good, Morelos is good. You now brought in Defoe, but he'll need a couple of games. So this is the thing with Davis and Defoe. With people are actually having a go at them, which I think is wrong. I'm not talking about anyone on here, obviously. I'm talking about like maybe forums and stuff like that. But people are having a go at them. They're only just the club. They need to get up. It's going to take them a good few games to get up to speed.
The problem is, of course we can, but the problem is, we've not got time.
Exactly.
That was a big game.
Exactly, that was a massive game.
Oh my God! Just to say, I agree with you, but I still say that I don't think they should have started tonight. But our midfield, particularly our midfield, in the second half, we just lost whatever skills we had for game management and pitch management. We couldn't pass the ball right for some reason or other. The passes were quite poor, and it was small passes sometimes. But that pitch. As the game went on, the pitch got a bit more difficult, as they do sometimes, And I think our players just couldn't manage the pitch, to be honest. Sometimes they couldn't gauge the bounce of the ball. They didn't know what they were going to do. The ball was bouncing the wrong way for them. Oh, that nonsense, was going on. But, I just want to finish off by saying I think our manager, Stephen Gerrard, the MBE, he was absolutely right in his summary of the game. And now he's got a huge task in his hands to get the boys picked up for Sunday. Sunday's once again, it's back to this. If we've got any thought of trying to go up there, challenging for the league, we have to win on Sunday. It might bring our game, shall we, back up again. Other than that, if we don't, then we can just forget it, really. Because
and you come, mate.
Right?
Sorry, Bruce, for just trying to nip in there, pal. I just think that that we put too much. The gaffer put too much emphasis trying to accommodate Jermaine and Stephen Davis, and the formation was totally wrong for the start. That's a lesson he's got to learn. I know we can all say it's only one game, but the puddle drinkers won well the night, and we're now starting
to expect anything else against.
No, I know that, Oxshire, but I did, like yourself and many others on here, expect us to win the night, especially by bringing Jermaine Defoe and Stephen Davis, and I was one who advocated that, we should play two up front. That was wrong tonight. That was totally wrong. About Fox, about his knowledge, Fox said, why not just stick with what we've got? Maybe it's no the right time to play Davis. Maybe give Defoe maybe 45 or an hour. So about Fox's conviction there, what he said. So he was right. The line formation, we should have stuck with the two wingers and went at Kelly, and we didn't. We played right into their hands tonight, and we gifted them 2 goals, especially second goal. For me, I know Worrell made a bad mistake for the first goal, but I thought, God's sake, Alan McGregor was doing like a sack of tatties. But as I said before, wrong formation on the night. I wanted the 2 up front. Desperately, I wanted the 2 up front, but it's fell on its ARC. So
the ARC zone here, I'm afraid. How much sharing you come, mate?
I mean, JFK's right in saying about Worrell. I don't rate him. I know he doesn't. I know many people don't. It was a bad mistake, but there was more than Worrell that was at fault tonight. A lot of players didn't turn up tonight, and it just didn't work out. But as Bridgman said earlier on, massive game on Sunday. We need to win that. We need to win that. Every game we need to win, though. But it's Rangers. We expect to win every game, and you know what? We should be doing our best to try and win every game. If you want to compete for titles, you want to win, cups, and you want to win the league, you need to compete in every game. And at times we're getting out-muscled by our teams, which is a concern. And especially in away form, it's still come back to bite us in the backside.
Yep. Wingers is what we've been good at all season. Playing wide. Ryan Kent one side.
Yep.
Jamie Murphy or Daniel Candias. You know, that's where we got our joy when we played Kilmarnock before, even though Jamie Murphy got injured early on. We were playing good football from wide positions and bringing them inside, and I don't know. I just think we had no creativity tonight. They just completely swamped us in the middle of the park, and we just had not a clue how to get through them. And even though we were trying to play football and play slick passing, never ever at any point did I think, after they'd scored, when Brophy scored, I thought, best we'll get here's a draw, because you could see the only thing the Kilmarnock fans were interested in was noise, not Joe Worrell. They didn't want to support their own team, which is typical of Diddy teams, really. But I've got to say, I was having a real problem with Stephen Craigan. One word to your pal Kevin Thompson. Kevin, pack in this Craigs business. I don't like it. It's offensive. Just chuck it.
Oh well, boys, I'm sure Stephen.
Get that off your chest there, boys.
No, I just, you get fed up with this, because what was it he said later on? Oh, you've got to love Kilmarnock. Why?
No,
it was dull football. It's anti-football. That's what it is. It's once they get in front, they have no intention of playing any football. You could see even when they were at a draw, the goalkeeper was wasting time.
I wish we could do that, boys.
Boswell, you're better turning the sound down.
What you saying?
You come travel. You've got a loose connection or something. Yeah, you're up a mountain somewhere.
He's in Ayrshire.
No, I'm in Aberdeen. I'm saying I wish we could do that, Boswell.
Just shut it down, yeah.
Stop getting away.
Yeah, stupid goals, yeah.
Oh no, just control the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, just quite disappointed that McCrory and Candias never played tonight. I think I was along with Fox last week saying that the boys that performed in the last game shouldn't be changing it.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight wasn't the night that we should be trying these things. Maybe the night should have been Cowdenbeath, but there we go. We've went out tonight and got beat by a better team, more organised team. We can't just we can't throw the babies out, can we? We've got to still keep going with it. So I know a lot of folk are shouting down Defoe and Davis already, but
I thought, to me, if I'm being really honest with you, Travel, out of the three in the midfield, Jack and Arfield tonight, I thought Davis was the best of the three.
Aye.
The one that could pass.
Where's McCrory?
He was on the bench.
But he was the best player in the park last game. For me, he was. I know there was
I thought Arfield was the best player in the park, and he was arguably one of our worst players tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying, Travel Dog. I think that what he was trying to do tonight, mate, it was accommodate Davis in there, and make sure that Defoe got a game as well. And I think that proved the night to be wrong. Kilmarnock played as a team tonight. We played as individuals. So, there's no excuse. Let's no kid ourselves on. The better team won on the night. Whether Worrell made the bad mistake and Alan McGregor made a silly mistake for the goal, but no, you're 100% right there.
Game should have been done by that time.
Aye, I would think so.
I agree with that. Yep, absolutely. Yep. Can I just say something else about this? Is that how would it have been had we just gone with what we'd gone with in the last game, and just brought Jermaine Defoe on for Morelos at 70, and kind of keep our momentum? Because I'm very much with Fox here about this, keeping the same tactics, because it's what we've been actually not too bad at. Is this playing our wingers but the other thing I was concerned about as well was Jordan Jones gave Tav an absolute ragdolling tonight, and that really concerns me, because he's the one player that doesn't appear to have any pressure on his position in the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Tav ever looks comfortable on the plastic pitches.
It's any pitches. I don't like him. I really don't. I mean, he's just not for me. But because I just don't think there's any pressure on him to play out his skin.
No giggling in the back there.
I'm just thinking Tom Jones could probably ragdoll to Tav if he wanted. So I think Jordan Jones.
That's not unusual.
Where do you get that part of it?
JFK. JFK.
Yeah, no,
I'll never fall in love again.
What's up, pussycat?
Hey, you know
I just like to say it.
The green grass of hope.
Absolutely.
No, just not the green grassy slopes.
What Boswell was saying there about starting with the same or as close to the same team as we could that played against them in the 29th. There's a number of us had said that's a good possibility if we could, and then bring Davis on, particularly in the midfield, and let's see how he fits in to the midfield. And you're right, do a swap man for man, Defoe for Alfie, providing he was playing it. He was, providing he was ready for it, and we were comfortable enough to do that. But really and truly, once you saw particularly after we scored, instead of doing what we were supposed to do, and we ended up giving away stupid goal, making some terrible mistakes in the midfield and that. I think people did think that was. Sorry, but
let's park that bus. Defoe will never be able to lead the line like Morelos does. He's no good at it. No. He's a finisher. We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
How you doing, guys? It's Wheels.
How are we doing, Wheels? What's on your mind, mate?
Right, just get a couple of things off my chest. Right, since we're talking about banning stuff, let's ban all the talk about pitches. Right, pitches have nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. It's about how the team perform. Doesn't matter what kind of surface they're playing on. So that might be controversial, but
very controversial.
At the end of the day, people talk about people always get injured on these pitches. So to me, that's not the case. You don't hear every single week of somebody getting seriously injured on the Kelly pitch or the Livingston pitch. So that's nonsense to me. The next thing is Worrell. Right, he made one mistake. Okay, he might not be the best player in the team, far from it, but the guy made one mistake. Let's not talk about shifting him back down to where he came from. And the last thing I've got to say is about Morelos and Defoe. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work, because Morelos, for me, and I don't mean this in a bad way, this isn't a criticism, Morelos is too selfish in the fact that he wants to be the one scoring all the goals. So to me, the fact that he'll be sharing the load is actually going to be detrimental to him and his mentality. So that's
I'm a bit lucky tonight. Morelos could have had 2 or 3. I mean, obviously the one hit the post, then the one with the horn ball, if he could go to see to it. Defoe, different kind of player. Defoe's just a centre forward who'll tap the ball and score goals. He ain't going to give you what Alfredo gives you. How much, yeah?
penalties.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to struggle to two of them in the same team because Alfredo's kind of, as you touched on earlier on, he's kind of, out the box, he's kind of work rate. He's brilliant. He's actually brilliant. A lot of work he does, not just in the penalty box. Defoe's just in the door, so he's going to need time to kind of suss him out. But I think it might be a struggle with the two of them. It's a partnership. I hope it does work, but it's early days. But I think it could be a struggle. But I'm hoping the two of them, it clicks off. But it's not been a great start. But it is only one game though.
Yeah. But it's a big game. That's the problem.
Massive game, I know. Can I?
Wait a minute, I'll let Jeremy go.
Sorry. Can I ask about the challenge on Jack? Did you start? I thought it was a red card.
Absolutely, 100%.
Brophy, yeah.
Yeah, Brophy. I thought that was a nasty challenge, and I think they just kind of. And I noticed Mr. Sutton, as usual, try to compare it with Morelos against Brown, which is absolute nonsense. Got nothing to do with that. Absolute pathetic argument from him. But basically, what he was saying, parity. So he's basically saying it's only a yellow card because you got to look at what basically Brown getting kicked in the nuts. So you got to look at it all the same way. Absolute. That's a professional getting paid money in BT. Sums them up. But anyway,
that's
why he went for him. He went for him, pal.
That's why Brophy was standing over the top of him because he thought he was going to get a red card.
Exactly, because he thought he was going to get. He was panicking. Exactly.
Yep. Can I ask Algier something?
Go for it.
See, like you're saying here about you're hoping what likes of seeing like Morelos and Defoe works. Hopefully in the future. What happens next Sunday when we play Livingston? We get the same kind of result.
Then it's going to have to. Do you just go with Morelos in and then bring off Defoe off the bench?
Well, to me, it's. I mean, me. I think after the night, I just think now. I mean, I've got to eat my own words here, eat my heart, as they say. I don't think it's going to work with the two of them, Algier. I think that we need to go back to the Candace and Kent.
Two white guys.
I'm 100% convinced of that. And I was a big fan of playing Fred and Defoe up front. I've not heard the voice of reason. Fox was on a couple of nights ago and he was telling us all how we shouldn't change it, but he's no spokes in the last 20 minutes. And he's a man.
That's because he can't get a word done.
Aye, right, probably. But I know what you're saying, Algier. But I just think that if it doesn't work for us on Sunday, and I'm not blaming plastic pitches or that, never have done. But I think that if it doesn't work on Sunday, then the long knives will come out.
Aye. Time's not luxury.
No, time's not a luxury for us now, mate. That was a poor performance tonight. Aye. The formation was bad. Maybe the gaffer bowed to the pressure of the media and the fans that we all wanted to see Defoe and Fred up front, and it didn't work for us tonight, unfortunately. The better team won on the night, no complaints about that. I know there was a couple of mistakes, but Kilmarnock looked up for it. We certainly weren't. After 20 minutes, we were at the races, mate.
Did anybody think tonight we were due a penalty? When Stephen O'Donnell got his challenge in Morelos and he's got his shirt halfway up his back.
I thought.
And I'm not the one. I'm really. It's not my style to say we should be screaming for a penalty kick to win the game against Kilmarnock. But still, in all, they're quite happy to have a go at Morelos. And it was Stephen O'Donnell was the one that came out yesterday in the press conferences. Oh, I'll be up to all his dirty tricks.
I know, but I don't think that. I don't think that we should begin doing that road.
It's the rules.
No, I know that, but I think that me personally, I mean, I know what you're talking about. Me personally, as a Gers fan, I'm sitting here disappointed in my team's performance.
Oh,
I don't think there was any controversial instance tonight that could say we should have had a penalty. Look, it's a man's game. We're spoken here,
but they don't want to play it as men, though, Jeff.
I know,
they want to play it as pulling jerseys.
But we can't be jumping in and saying should that have been a penalty? Ifs, buts, and maybes. Look.
Oh yeah, I get all that.
But
the rules are applied.
We get beat tonight because there was something happened tonight, and the gaffer either didn't play the right formation, and the team didn't perform the way they should have, and that's what we need to address. No, whether we should have got a penalty or no, or it should have been this or should have that. Anyway, Fox, where are you?
He's gone.
When
I didn't think it was a penalty.
That's that Jimmy's chased him away.
Look, I'm not saying
anybody away.
I'm not saying it was a penalty. What I'm saying is that had Kilmarnock had that against them in their box, everybody on that gantry would have been screaming for a penalty kick to Kilmarnock.
I know that, Boswell, but we can't be saying if that had happened to them, then we should have had a penalty, or they should have had a penalty. For me, it's a nothing.
But Jimmy, look. Jimmy,
no. I know what you're saying.
If I can just say to you that it's not really about what we think; it's how they apply the rules, and that's the type of rules
I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm sitting here as a blue nose tonight. My teams get beat tonight. And all I'm really concerned about is getting into the next game. And whether we could have had 10 penalties tonight or no penalties doesn't make any difference to me. The fact of the matter is that we didn't perform tonight to the best of the ability that we know the team has got. And that upsets me more than should we have had a penalty or should we no, or we see our side or see no. So that doesn't interest me, boys. So I'm only concerned about was the formation tonight the proper formation to win the night's game. For me, it wasn't. And I've got to put my hand up and say I wanted that formation, and it didn't work for us. So then,
hindsight's a wonderful thing. Oh my God, that's what disappointed me after 70 minutes. After 20 minutes, we really never had a shot and goal.
Yeah, and that's especially, you know, all right, even when they made the mistake and went to 1-1, you're thinking, right, dust ourselves down, get back at them, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. We didn't test our keeper. We done the, you know, it just did not happen. And you always expect as well. You always hope that we come back into the game, but especially because it happened so early on as well. The equaliser, you're thinking plenty of time to get back into this. We're going to create plenty of chances. We've got Morelos and Defoe. You know, something's going to give, you know, and nothing happened. It just whimpered. We just went out with a whimper.
Can I come in, Ox?
I'll go to Wheels first, then.
Right, go, pal. Go.
On you go, Wheels. Went out with a whimper, mate. That's a fair comment. I struggle to argue with that.
Right, Wheels is gone.
Is he? On you go,
Stand back in.
On you go, Bridge. You can't make your
No, there was
point.
somebody came back in there, Ox, here, just in case.
Just make your point, Bridge.
Okay, no, I was going to say that I thought one of the strangest things I saw tonight in the game was Alfredo diving and putting that ball in the net with his hands. I thought that was quite funny, to be honest with you. Kind of epitomised our, shall we say, our tepid attack in reality.
Yep.
So he dived for that. And, you know, horror of horrors in my head was flashing through. He's going to get a red card for that.
Yep. Could have.
Clever handball in the box.
Stupid,
just,
Bridge.
you know,
Stupid.
all the stupid things, Boswell. You know, you go, oh no, what's he done? There you go.
He's a great player.
But...
Oh, you don't sound too good, mate. You sound muffled.
Was it a caller then?
That's better.
Yes, there's somebody on the phone there, pal.
Oh, there's nobody's caller. All right. Anyway, we've reached that time in the evening. Bridgeman.
Well, what can I say? Very, very poor result tonight, and there's with a whole load of opinions tonight, an enormous amount of callers. Absolutely brilliant to listen to, and we've all got to be slightly different opinions. But we have to go and march on now. The manager's got a massive task in his hands, trying to lift us up for the weekend game. So can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is get behind the team and keep it going for the Rangers. Keep it going.
Well, I thank everybody who's took the time to join us tonight. It's always sore after a defeat that too many people to mention, but thanks to everybody for taking the time to join us here at Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers.
Ever since I recall, I have followed football, and ingrained in my heart are the Rangers FC. The good and the bad, times of happy or sad, it will always be Rangers for me. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. From the day I'd be Rangers for life. And I vowed to my dad, if I too have a lad, I would show him the way as he did on that day. And so now here I stand with young Lyle by the hand, after walking down Paisley Road West. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. When I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. For the day I'd be Rangers for life. There's a great sense of pride that I feel deep inside as I'm watching the jurors, my father and son. And it's sure safe to say at the end of the game, win or lose, we will all follow on. But when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. Ever since I recall, I have followed football, and ingrained in my heart are the Rangers FC. Through good and the bad, times of happy or sad, it will always be Rangers for me. For when I was a lad, I was led by the hand down the Paisley Road West. I will never forget that beautiful sight of the red, blue and white. For the day I'd be Rangers for life. From that day I'd be Rangers for life. From that day I'd be Rangers for life.